Okay, I'm going to make a quick video, just kind of a dry run. I'm not going to lube anything yet, but just a quick video on the assembly of a main shaft of a G-Force GF5R 5-speed transmission. We start off with the 1 and 2 slider hub, and the large counter bore right here goes on first. Then we follow that up with the bushing for first gear. Now on this one there's a turn diameter, and the shim kind of locates on that for first gear, so that's got to go out. Okay, and then the bearings. And these bearings are the same as what's used on fourth gear. So when I'm cleaning up, I don't separate them. I put them together, clean them all, and I don't worry about keeping them in order. I don't know if that matters or not, but I don't. First gear slides on. Then we're going to take that shim, and there's 2 shims for first gear, and the one with the bigger diameter hole locates on that step on the bushing. After that, bearing goes on, and it's nice. They're all a nice slip fit, so it's easy to work with. And from there, the bushing goes on, or excuse me, the shim, and then you throw on the snap ring. I'm not going to do that right now, though. So then we're going to need a clutch-assisted slider. If I can get that on. Jesus. Alright. After that, we're going to need second gear, and second gear has a nice wide roller bearing and then a plastic, little plastic shim piece, I guess. And all that does is keep this bearing off of this setup here, which goes on after second gear. So slide second on with his faceplate. Like so. And you can see that little plastic part in there. Now what I do is I take one of the thin washers there, and you place it there, and then one of these little flat bearings goes on, another washer, then you throw this on here, which is for the collar to ride on, then you throw another flat, the other bearing, and another flat. And after that, you got to put the plastic piece on. Then your bearing for third gear. And then third gear goes on. Like so. Now you have the 3/4 slider hub, or excuse me, it's this one over here, and the big chamfer, or the big counter bore, goes on first. Then we need another slider. Then we're going to need the bushing for fourth gear. Fourth gear's kind of got the same thing going for it. It's got a little turn diameter on it. That goes out. And fourth gear will go on. But first the bearings. And the face plates, they just, this is just how the face plates come off. Really easy to change. No snap rings holding them on or anything. Okay. Now from there we have this split collar. This is the fourth gear shim there. And the shims you do have to keep in order. They are different thicknesses depending on where they're at and how G4 set it up. But just make sure you create a list so that you can kind of go back to it and check if parts get mixed up. From there you have this split collar that goes on, which captures this side of the main shaft on, and you have a large clip that captures that. Sometimes that can be a pain in the ass because they'll want to fall apart while you're trying to get the ring on or off of it. I'm not going to worry about it right now, so I'm just kind of making a quick video. Then you have to place another, after that's on there, you place another one right here. This slides up and butts against that. Then you take another one and then you capture that, so it's got a snap ring on both sides of it. From there you need to add your 5th reverse slider. And then after that, this has got a roller bearing that goes here. And that goes on like so. So that takes the reverse, and then here's 5th. So that's just a quick look at the assembled main shaft. Here's the collar, and this is where the collar goes right here on that bearing that we put on. So it's got nice thrust bearings on each side of it. There's the assembled main shaft.